All right, we are live and on air. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to give everyone a few moments to join. We're so happy you could be with us today. I know we've got some people that'll be joining over the next minute or two. And as they do, we do want to just send a heartfelt note to all of our friends and colleagues out in the Southeast region. Understand that there's a lot of devastation, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. And I know the team here has been thinking of you, and we're praying for you. We know that there are some challenges, but as UnFranchise owners, we rise above, and you've got a great family here with you. So for those that are with us from the Southeast, welcome. No better place that you could be, of course. And for those that can't join us, unfortunately, make sure you send them your prayers as well, and we'll get through this. Okay, everyone? So go ahead and throw it in the chat and let us know where you're joining us from.
Katie's
Rodney's
in
always
from
on the Zooms. You
Singapore.
gotta love Rodney.
Yeah.
Always one of the first ones too, right?
I know.
Hong Kong.
Hey, Joss.
We got Pip Black in the house.
Now it's coming in fast and furious. We've got
Good.
Atlanta, Georgia in there. Just thought you'd want to know that, Andrew.
I'm joining them.
Alice Chu from San Fran, where I used to be.
My goodness, Gainesville.
Love seeing all the Singapore and Malaysia coming in today. A lot of great information for you guys and some upcoming events we're excited to talk about.
I can't believe,
good
we're doing these
morning,
global
all of our
Zooms, people all over the world. Asia Pacific, you guys have some incredible events coming your way just starting this weekend. So lots of excitement.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, very exciting. We're kicking off with Hong Kong this weekend, and then Singapore the next, and then following that we've got Indonesia, and then Malaysia, and then we're going to wrap it up with Taiwan. It's going to be an amazing next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I know. I was just talking to Mark about 30 minutes before the call, and he's so excited. He gets on his plane tomorrow for his Asia Pacific tour,
Sure.
headed to Hong Kong first, and he's just so excited to be out there with the team.
It's a great time to be a franchise owner, that's for sure. Coming out of
and of course, Carmen is the one to call out "Happy Birthday, Andrew."
Oh, look at that.
Birthday
That's
boy Andrew
nice.
Weissman. If you haven't seen it on, check out his Instagram. I'll give you a shout out, Andrew. Check his Instagram out. Fabulous post yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday, sir.
Had a couple of great little videos that he made for himself.
I didn't make them myself. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, Andrew Weissman Day was yesterday, but thank you very much for these wishes.
It's very good, very good. I think you
Love
said
the
Andrew Weissman week.
Get better from him.
Let's all see if we can make it Andrew Weissman week because Andrew loves attention.
I have to have it. I mean,
Bring it.
sarcasm's overflowing here. Yeah.
Exactly. There we go.
Lots of fun. Well, I do see a lot of people from the Southeast, so that makes me feel great
Yes.
as well, team. So good. All right, you guys ready to kick it off? And we're
Ready
going
to
to have
roll.
some more people joining us, but Steve, we'll turn it over to you, okay?
All right. Thanks so much, Jason. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're coming in from. It's always a pleasure to see you. And again, this is our monthly Zoom of the product focus. So before we go further, just as Jason said at the start, our thoughts and prayers go to everybody, of course, in the Southeast with this devastating hurricane. And we hope everyone is safe and well, family and friends. And again, we're a family here. So we're always thinking of you. We're here. And, please be safe. And again, we always want to look out for everybody in our family. As we get into this evening, we've got a lot of fun lined up. You've got all your friends you can see on the screen here already. We've just already heard from Jason there, Andrew Weissman, Steve Ash is with us, Andrew Chi, and of course, the wonderful Dr. D. Unfortunately, tonight, we don't have the incredible Mark Ashley with us. He is literally preparing as we speak to get ready, packing for an incredible Asia Pacific tour that's about to start, as Andrew Chi has just told you, starting with Hong Kong this weekend. So I know everybody's looking forward to that, especially Mark, and he's going to be on his travels for about 6 weeks, I think. And the second time he has been out into the market. So good luck, Mark and teams. Look forward to seeing the videos around those events. And of course, Lauren. Lauren is in Europe as we speak again. So everyone's traveling, at this moment. Lauren's having a great time there over in Europe. So, obviously you'll see Lauren very soon as well. And Lauren is going to join Mark over in the Asia Pacific tour, certainly for Malaysia and for Taiwan. So look out for that as well. So this evening, team, we'll get straight into it. So myself and Dr. D will just get into this straight away for you. And we're going to quickly recap what we did last month. So let me just share my screen for a second. And here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes. All righty. So, Dr. D, so last month we had, or just literally the end of this month, we're just closing out the Vitality Month. Just remind us what the team's got up to here in September.
Well, it was all about energy in September. It was about feeding the body the energy it needed for a health span. And Steve and everyone, that's what I think I love that we do with Market America and shop.com is that we're not focused on lifespan, we're focused on health span, the quality of your health span. And we did it really great with 3 amazing products. These being new products for all of us to share with other people. They included the new Tower Plus electrolyte mix, mixed wonderfully with pink Himalayan salt. And that's one of the things that makes us so unique in the marketplace is that we dug into an unrefined salt so that you would only get the very best in your electrolyte mix. That's mirrored by the fact that we used the magnesium malate in here. I know, Steve, everyone, we often talk about electrolytes being the electrical grid of the body, and we really thought about that when we put this product together. But I want to share with you, I think one of the things I'm most excited about is the Go Trim Slim being available in these travel packs, being available in these give out and share with people packs. You know, I hear all the time about dietary trends, philosophies, and people trying to lose weight successfully, keep it off, not just lose it the first time, but never find it again, right? How many of you have lost weight and then you found it again and you thought, dang it, right? So the thing I really love about this is it speaks to a lot of the trends right now in healthy eating and in successful weight loss. And one of those is how does the body burn weight without stimulants? And so this product actually stimulates a mechanism in the body of burning fat, very similar to intermittent fasting, very similar to the way ketogenic eaters burn fat, but without having to limit your feeding window and without having to focus heavily on one food group. So you get a lot of the health benefits of eating well and across the food spectrum, but getting a lot of the power behind those 2 big weight loss philosophies that are so popular right now. So I think sharing it with people that are looking to intermittent fast, people that are looking for plant-based diets, people that are looking for non-stimulatory weight loss, people that are ketogenic eaters, really see this as fitting with their food philosophy. And that's something I think is incredible that we were able to bring to market for everybody.
Fabulous. And Dee, let me just add on to that, like you just said, the version here is the packets we can see here. An incredible sampling tool. And again, team, if you remember some of the things we shared at Icon, the success of samples is unbelievable. Once you give somebody a sample and they actually like the sample you give them, they're more than likely to go on and purchase the full product. So it's a perfect sampling opportunity. It's doing really, really well. Of course, Go Trim D, I think it was launched earlier at Leadership School earlier this year. Then we came out with the packets just at Icon. This, as well as the Tower. I love the Tower as well, D. I mean, the salt in there, I think is fantastic. And I'm learning so much about salt now that I never knew before. I read somewhere as well, D, I think it's even on our site, D, that the salt is, in the medieval times, it was actually known as white gold because salt was very important for your body, but you got to get the right salt.
You do need to get the right salt. You want it to be a clean salt. And that's what you see throughout our products is proper sourcing, a better clean alternative to a lot of the stuff that's available to our customers today. So we're always elevating the formula with Market America.
Fabulous. And I actually last week again, D, I doubled down on the nutrition shake here, the pumpkin spice. And I've seen lots of the teams having lots of fun on recipes and pancakes and all kinds of stuff over the last month or so. And so I'm looking forward to trying some pancakes.
Yeah, it's one of those that really answers the call for people. Even as early as right now, people are starting to make their plans, not just for this holiday season or this fall feeding season, which is really what it is. This is the season of feeding.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, I think it's just time to like let go of some of my health practices in prep for that. And what's so great about this is how you can share health with people without making them feel like they're deprived.
Exactly.
It tastes
And
delicious.
And one thing about the just going back to the electrolytes, Dr. D and
Yeah.
Steve, is that make sure if you got to go to the doctor for a checkup or anything, make sure you have a couple packets in your pack with you, because just Tuesday I was at the doctor, and he was asking me, okay, are you getting hydrated? And I said, yeah, I'm actually drinking about 120 to 140 ounces of water a day. And he said, well, actually, you're drinking too much water. He said you really should be stopping yourself at 100, at only, just, at that 100 point, because otherwise you're just flushing out the good stuff out of you, all the sodium out of you. And he said, I recommend, if you're going to do that much, to take and he told me a competitor's name.
Yeah.
So actually, I happen to have them, and I said, well, I don't take a competitor's name. I take the best one in the
Nice.
Tower Electrolytes.
Nice.
And so, so it allowed me to introduce my doctor even to something that was just something in common talk.
Fabulous. And Steve, just to add to that, I would also say, team, it's a brilliant conversation starter for anyone who's drinking water. Anyone you see drinking water, hey, can I just check what water you're using there? Most people don't understand the power of electrolytes. So it's a great conversation starter. Give them a sample. These packets are fantastic. And look at that packaging, looks amazing. So keep going, team. It's doing phenomenal. And let's keep going. But let's see who's being really successful this month. D, let's have a look at the movers and shakers so far. Now it's all to play for. A few hours left still. The end of September, end of today. Here's the movers and shakers, D. And look again, Alexandra Cummings, yet again, is in the top 10. I think this is the third time she's been in the top ranking product sales of the month. Look at this. And a few other familiar names on here as well.
I was going to say, we've got a couple people here that are playing it at the highest level because they keep showing up. Angelica, wonderful to see you there as well. But yes, Alexandria has given everybody a run for her money month after, or their money month after month, isn't she?
And what I love about Alexandra is the first thing she did tonight when I watched her Instagram is that she got the congratulations notice, from the package of that. And so she posted it on social media, which of course, stimulates conversation from people, who are going to say, well, what was that for, etc., which I love that.
Fabulous. All right. So again, a few hours left, team. You've still got, if you're close to this top 10, I know a few of you are very close, but again, all to play for this evening. And as always, just like Alexandra posted, we will send the achievers some beautiful products and some swag. So look out for that. All righty. So D, let's move on. So what is the new focus of the month going to be for October? Let's tell the team.
So I'm really excited about the October focus for the month because it's brain power. And let's just be real. Your brain is your most important asset. It's the thing that's going to keep you independent in later decades of life. It's that thing that works on your connection to other people. Your brain power is all about your independence, about keeping everything inside the lane, as opposed to feeling like everything is just falling all over the place. When we think about productivity, when we think about healthy aging, when we think about humor and wit and connecting with people, it all comes down to this power asset of how healthy is your brain. And yet, we're constantly having to bob and weave with all of the stressors that get thrown at us, curveballs that maybe get thrown at us. And you really want to be agile and on top of that and ready for the bounce. And so we put together a trio of products to really help you adapt to the daily stressors, kind of keep your brain game going forward, staying really positive, whether that's a positive outlook or just getting everything done at the end of the day. It's going to come down to 3 products that we're going to focus on this month.
Unveil the magic. Here we go.
Let's unveil the magic. Dun, da, da, da. It is curcumin extreme, of course, isotonic magnesium, and our essential omega-3 fatty acid, one of the cleanest marine fish oils with high concentration of EPA and DHA available to you. One of these is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, curcumin is hands down one of the best products you could take to support your overall health and well-being. While we do amazing things with Market America, I will say curcumin is at the top of my recommendation list for almost everybody I get a chance to
Can
speak
I
to.
tease you for a second, Dee?
Yeah.
Again, fabulous products on here, but I think, since I met you, you talk so wonderfully about all of these products, just amazing, every single thing about them. And I always ask you, but what is your favorite? What is your go-to? I remember the conversation we had about if you were stranded on a desert island, one of your phrases, if you were stranded on a desert island, you'd probably go with, I would call it vitamin D, you would call it vitamin D, but of course you don't need it because you're going to be in the sunshine on a desert island.
That's
But what
exactly.
would you take? What would the number one product that you would take?
It's hands down, it's going to be curcumin extreme. And it's not just on a deserted island. I would use curcumin extreme at any turn. There's a lot of curcumin choices out there, but none of them can compete with the incredible formula that we put together with our curcumin extreme. Now, somebody may say, omegas are pretty important, Dr. D, and I would agree, but on this deserted island, Steve, I can catch fish, right? I can get all of that sunlight. The thing I can't get is the power of curcumin, whether it's for my liver, it's for energy, my joints, my brain. It's an amazing, amazing product. So we put these things together and they work together. And I think that's really the power of this trio, is that each one of them is stepping up the game of the one that will follow it. Curcumin Extreme is all about being a free radical scavenger, taking out the debris in the brain, sweeping out the static, whether that static is you are overly committed or you just want to have a healthy aging brain. But once those free radicals are cleaned out, once you have managed to quench and neutralize free radicals that are leading to kind of, I call it Ajax on the brain, you can get that clear thought. And now you've opened the door, quite literally, for magnesium to make it to the brain. What I love, you guys, about isotonic magnesium is not just its high bioavailability, but also its high bioactivity. Magnesium is able to cross, magnesium glycinate that we put in this product is able to cross the blood-brain barrier. So it's supporting blood sugar balance in the brain, relaxing of blood vessels to make sure oxygen is getting to the brain. It's also helping us create a healthy balance of neurotransmitters. But it could not have done this as well without having that door opened and those free radicals cleaned out with the help of curcumin extreme. And then, of course, those cells in the brain and throughout the body, they need to communicate. And that's what omega-3 fatty acids are doing. They're going to come in after magnesium, and they're going to help
Fabulous.
each one of those cells communicate in the brain. And you're just going to start firing the way you always know you could or wish you would.
Excellent. And team, again, you'll know that part of us doing this every single month is to help us focus as one huge company and all having the same conversation. So again, as the month draws, you've probably already seen some today on UnFranchise. You'll see some of these assets, some of these stories, how this connects together. And as you can see, Dee takes this very seriously, putting these products together. So just to make sure we get the products that work the best. So let's take a little closer look then, Dee, around this. Now, how do I say it properly? Is it curcumin?
Well, it's a little bit like you Brits with aluminium and vitamins and the like. So you get to say it any way you want to: tomato, curcumin, or which is how I say it, curcumin. These are they're all fair. Just get it in your body.
Fab.
I don't care what you call it, right?
Fabulous. Well, I've already got lots of these, Dee, because you told me this early on that these products are amazing, so I've been taking them. Now,
Yeah,
you also told me this does lots of other benefits aside from the brain. So
for
some
sure.
very, very interesting facts, for example, because it helps your liver.
Oh,
So tell us a bit, because there's some brilliant impacts of this as well. Give the team here
so
some on
so
that.
curcumin, like magnesium, like omega-3 fatty acids, like vitamin D, are used throughout the body. So when you have to ask yourself, Where do I start with supplementation? Ask yourself, what's doing the heavy lifting in metabolism? What works in multiple areas of the body? Curcumin is one of these. It's not just good for the brain, it's good for our joints. It's very good for our liver. I often will tell people you can't age well if you don't detox well. Well, your body is connected through what I like to refer to as the total body axis. It's all connected. So your gut and your brain are connected, and curcumin is helping balance those two tissues. Well, the same is true when we think about female and male health and our livers. That detoxification for healthy aging is also linked to the way the body metabolizes hormones. So we want to make sure that we've got a great free radical scavenger on board. I do call curcumin my female OPC3 because women do get a lot of benefits.
Wow. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. So let's move on to the next favorite that we have here.
Well, if I could just say one thing about that slide here, what is really unique about our curcumin extreme is that it's a whole root curcumin. We don't use solvents to pull out this curcumin. It's a very clean extraction, and we paired it with broccoli seed extract and selenium. So from a thyroid perspective, from a detox perspective, from a healthy aging perspective, you cannot beat this formula.
I know there's a lot of chatter on the thyroid recently, Dee. So this is another product here that you've just mentioned. But the other thing that you said, again, I do listen to what you say, Dee. You said, I'm sure you said the other day that this product cannot be beaten on the marketplace.
Yeah.
Cannot be beaten on the marketplace.
It can't. And I say this, first of all, I don't have to be humble about it. I didn't create this product. So for a very long time, we have been making amazing products with this company. But one thing I would say is that as a physician, I have access to some of the best formulas on the planet, access to great supplements. And of course, I choose ours. But even if another curcumin were free, I wouldn't exchange it. I would still be purchasing ours because it is such a clean product, because it has a whole root, 3 different curcuminoids in this product. It's one of the most it is one of the best formulated supplements I've ever seen.
Wow. Fabulous. Fabulous. All right, let's move on to another favorite. Now, many of you will be familiar with this absolutely incredible product. I love this as well, Dee. I've been taking this as part of Core 3 Health. And it's one of those products, again, you don't realize how powerful it is. You know, when I'm like traveling now and I don't have my magnesium, I can't sleep as well as I can after taking a magnesium. I can definitely see a difference. And again, I remember what you say, Dee. I think you told me in this one, this, magnesium is responsible for 25% of your entire body's biochemistry. And it's something your body can't make, so you have to take.
That's exactly right. You can't make it. You need to take it. And it's doing the heavy lifting. It accounts for 25% of total body enzymes, or the way metabolism works. So what that means is a quarter of your metabolism energy slows down in the absence of magnesium. And I think it's really important for everyone to know what eats up our magnesium. If you're not sleeping well, you're eating up your magnesium faster than you expect. Overly stressed individuals are chewing it up, and they're not replacing it fast enough, which is why supplementation is an absolute necessity. Some people think of it as a luxury. I'm here to tell you it's an absolute necessity. Then when you start to think about high sugar diets, maybe that comes from stress. Maybe it just comes from having not really settled healthy eating yet. These are all the things that are depleting the one mineral in the body that's responsible for 25% of the enzymes. It's today, with every year comes new research. And we used to say this was responsible for about 300 enzymatic processes, light switches in the body. Today, we know it's upwards of 600. And if I could just share with you, we haven't updated recommendations on magnesium since 1994. Yet, most Americans are weigh about an extra 30 pounds compared to where they were in the mid-1990s, meaning your need for magnesium didn't go down. It went up as it relates to our weight, the way we eat today, our overly stressed lives. So this is a no-brainer for everybody. This is
And
a requirement for literally everybody because we
Dee,
can't make it.
For those of us that Google everything and you just research magnesium, it comes with all kinds of different types of
Yeah.
magnesium. But the importance of this version that we have here, of course, it's isotonic, so it gets into your body rapidly in minutes. But anything in terms of the type of magnesium here?
100%. When you look at the supplement industry, you'll often find lesser forms of magnesium because they're cheap forms of magnesium, which means that product is, falls into the quote unquote affordable range. And yet let's think about how affordable is something that just gives you loose bowels or doesn't get absorbed in the body. Some of the most common magnesiums in the marketplace today are oxides and sulfates, and they're not doing you any favors. We paired this product to magnesiums, magnesium citrate for muscular health, for bone health, for kidney health and well-being, and magnesium glycinate, absolutely necessary for that mental component, that balance of the brain, but also helping us with sleep and stress as it's related to our day-to-day lives.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Dee. All right. So bringing home the trio. So the trio bringing home is omega-3, essential fish oil, and vitamin E.
That's exactly right. And that vitamin E is a natural vitamin E. I think it's important for people to know about the mixed tocopherols that we use in this product. That's to stabilize those omegas, to support what the cell is capable of doing about incorporating omegas into our cells. Do you guys know that omegas are incorporated into all of your cells? The communication, the flexibility, the fluidity of our body's response, whether that's to hormones, to poor food choices, cardiovascular health and well-being. It all comes down to how well can you incorporate omega-3 fatty acids into your cells. And so we created something, a very high and potent EPA DHA formula, one of the highest on the market. But the reason why we chose to put the omegas here is because of what they do to fuel the brain, fuel healthy focus, healthy mood, and neurologic health.
Fabulous, fabulous. And you'll see on here as well, team, some of these images, I think you'll agree, some of these are stunning. You're going to see more and more of these images being elevated on our site. Steve, Ashley, and the team are working every day to bring these amazing images and socials to you on a regular basis. So, look out, the site is forever, ever improving. So what a fabulous trio. Thank you so much for putting those together, Dee. Now, of course, every market has slightly different products. Here's a quick view of the marketplace in terms of what the focus is. As always, team, please check out your own franchise home office to see what the products are, to see, of course, the materials and all of the assets that you can need to run your business. Anything, Dee, you wanted to call out on here?
I just think it's really important that the theme of this month is brain power. So across all of our markets, that's exactly what we chose. Products that were going to help the UFO work with their customers and their clients to make sure that they had the best options within market for brain power and brain health.
Fabulous, fabulous. So good luck for the October month, team. Have a lot of fun exploring some of these products if you haven't already. But Dee, wanted to add in this this very special product. I know this is the product focus of the month, but we wanted to add this one in because this one, team, is a trending ingredient. You've probably seen it all over social. You've probably seen it if you Google, you search things. But I'm going to say this wrongly, but let me try it, Dee. This niacinamide ingredient, and ours has 10% in this incredible LDV. Super soother. So tell us a little bit more about this incredible product, Dee, because we wanted to give this a shout out on this call while we have everyone's attention.
Well, I love it because one of the reasons why you're seeing niacinamide trend in the industry is because of the power behind NAD. And that's what I want everyone to know is from a skin perspective, niacinamide B3 is the precursor to NAD. So think about cellular repair, think about a healthy skin biome, a healthy skin barrier. But you already mentioned what really makes this one stand out is a 10% niacinamide. So it's very concentrated niacinamide. So whether we're talking about line depth, line length, this is something that a 10% really outcompetes the 5% that are available in many, many skincare products. In addition to that, we made sure to put things like B5 in this product because nothing in nature acts in exclusion. So that B3 is potentized by the cofactor B5 in this product. We made sure that a lot of people with sensitive skin, especially people that are looking for a soothing product, would find that a potent product may be a concern for them. And so we put humectants in here, glycyrrhiza, which is licorice, in here to really calm the skin down and let niacinamide do its work. This is, again, a testament to the incredible formulation that we put together with Market America, because across the board, if you look at other niacin ingredients, they often have just put a lower concentration of niacinamide in their product. They're not thinking full spectrum like we are, making sure that there's things to hydrate and additionally soothe the skin, not just do things to support barrier function on the
Yeah,
skin.
as you said there, Dee, you'll see a lot of products in there between the 2 and 5% range typically. Ours is 10%. And again, this is one of those products that is doing incredibly well in Taiwan, and one of those products that we have had on the marketplace already. So we just wanted to call this out. If people are searching for this, we have it right here. So again, if you haven't tried it, team, this product becomes highly, highly recommended, and take a look. All right, wanted to give that a shout out. Thank you so much,
Real
Dee.
quick, Steve,
Yes.
just want to make a mention from the chat. Dr. D, we're getting several questions as far as how do people use the Super Soother with the if they're already taking Pentaxel, can they be used hand in hand? How would you recommend that?
Absolutely. So they can be used hand in hand together on the during a same treatment phase. What we always do when it comes to the Lumiere DV products and then complementary products like Pentaxel is take stock of the weight of the product. So the Super Soother is there to support barrier function, hydration in the skin, but it's also a very lightweight. But we want that to get onto the skin, activate with the skin there. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's possible to have a leaky skin barrier and on your skin. And so one of the things that this product is doing is kind of shoring those tight junctions back up. And it's at this point that the peptides that are in Pentaxel, once you warm that up in your hand, can be applied on top of this serum. And now the peptides actually have a pretty good lock and key to get to work. So you're going to apply the Pentaxel after your Super Soother.
Excellent.
Wow. Fab. Thanks for the question, Steve. Thank you. All right. Before we let you move on, Dee, I've got to mention this. So part of our plan here, team, again, another fabulous photo of Dr. D. We're doing what you've all been asking for. We want to get Dr. D out there in the marketplace even more so than we do today. Many of you do join D on a Thursdays and a coffee talks Friday mornings, but we're giving even more access now to Dr. D. So every single Monday night going forward at 7 p.m. EST, Dr. D is going to go live for everybody, all customers, everyone can join, and she's going to purely talk about the products. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please, every single Monday, put it in your calendars. I know many of you have business meetings on a Monday already, but this is half an hour of product focus with Dr. D. Anything you want to say there?
I'm just really excited about it. I want people to know that it is definitely customer facing. It's going to be an opportunity for all of you to learn more about the products. That's why we've called it Health Talk with a Twist, because you're going to learn a lot of lifestyle techniques. And this is something I think is really important, is that people know that the value add of what we offer with Market America is that you are their customer manager. You are the one that's going to help them find the right program for themselves. And then, of course, it's going to be focused for each month on our product focus. So those are places that you can do deep dives, learn more about the curcumin for this upcoming month, and then start to see a sneak peek of what's going to take place in the upcoming months. And you can get your customers invited for that little conversation as well.
Excellent. Well, Dee, thank you so much for that. I know the field love to hear from you. And of course, now this is open to everyone and customers. Again, teams, please invite anyone who wants to come and hear the incredible products from Dr. D. Thank you for doing that, Dr. D. All right, let's switch gears for a second. And again, keep showing your love in the chat for Dr. D and all the things good that she's doing. And now we're going to move over to the wonderful Andrew Weissman, who's going to give you a quick update and scoop on the events that are taking place coming forward. Over
Thank
to
you
you,
very
Andrew.
much. Thank you, Dr. D and Steve. You know, we're of course we're built on product. You know, because of our positioning, we don't have the advertising expense, the manufacturing expense, and the distribution costs. So we're able to bring such high value and high quality products with these ingredients and formulations that really get results. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the results and the benefits people have experienced for over 32 years. You know, by the way, I use Pentaxel as an aftershave. Should I add the Lume de Vie Soother along with that, or apply that first? Is that?
I definitely think that you should apply it first, but if you guys don't know, the Skintelligence emulsifying cleanser is a wicked awesome shaving solution. Really just get really
There
close
you
to
go.
the skin,
Thank you for that.
organic ingredients. It's a
Top
great
tips.
option.
Thank you for that. Well, of course, a lot of this information comes out through our Unfranchise Owner magazine. We're fortunate enough to have it as a digital magazine, which makes it a great tool to retail and also to generate interest in our business and products. So coming very soon, the edition that will recap the magnificent Icon 2024 that we just had. It's a great visual recap. There's a lot of great videos and it's interactive, and it's just a great edition of Unfranchise Owner magazine. So be coming to your email inboxes, you know, very soon.
And Andrew, I would add on to that as well, Andrew. This is a great tool for prospecting as well, because this really does showcase incredible fun. All of the things that we did at Icon shows the energy, shows the excitement, shows the company. And anytime we show a product in here, team, because it is digital, it links straight back to your shop. So every UFO can share this with prospects. So take a look. We can't wait to get this out to you. There's so much fun in there, so many photos and some great memories.
Yeah, well said, Steve. It's great to have this, just as you just said, it connected to each of our individual and franchise owner accounts. So
Exactly.
any transactions coming through, of course, the retail profit and the BV comes right to our business. And of course, we're always learning, we're always growing, we're always looking to improve upon our events and everything that we do for the, you know, for that matter. So we're going to be asking more questions to you, the field organization, to get your suggestions, to get your feedback. And we really take that very seriously, very sincerely, and we utilize that information to improve upon our events and to make it even more valuable, you know, to attend an international convention or a leadership school or regional conventions or districts or regional, you know, or local seminars for that matter. But thank you very much for participating in the surveys that we send out, because we do take it very seriously and we do utilize the information to improve. We're fortunate enough to have, you know, our co-founder and CEO, Lauren Reidinger, has her new book. It's available via pre-sale currently. It's called Scrambled or Sunny Side Up. I've read the book a few times. I was fortunate enough to be a part of this, and it's just a great read for anybody. I mean, of course, it says living your best life after losing your greatest love. So it's in the self-help section, and it's really for anybody. There's a lot of great lessons to be learned. It's a valuable book, and it's already a bestseller on Barnes & Noble and also on Amazon.com. But I just want to encourage all of you to, you know, just scan this QR code and order at least one book. I recommend even ordering 5, because it makes you part of a great club, so you can get some insights into upcoming events. But also, if you get your book, you'll be able to bring it to the leadership school, and Lauren's going to be doing a book signing at the 2025 leadership school, which of course is going to be in Miami. It's a journey of unimaginable, to go back there if you don't mind, there's a great line, a journey of unimaginable loss transformed into a legacy of empowerment. I think that's great. Well said. Beautiful read and very valuable book. All right, going forward, you know, everybody I think has really, who've utilized the first look has gotten great results. I've utilized it. Many people have, many unfranchised owners have. This first look is a new PowerPoint presentation that has videos embedded within the presentation. It's available in all markets, all been localized and translated into your local languages. So it's available now in all countries. And we're fortunate enough to have Cullen Haskins and Dr. Deidre Mason going to be conducting the first look, which will be just before the product symposium in Tampa at the Sheraton on October 18th at 9 p.m. So make sure you, if you're attending that, you leverage that and get some prospects out to that event. Last month, a few weeks ago, Elizabeth Weber and I did a global Zoom with the first look, which was very successful and is available via video now. And I'll be doing another one on October 16th at 9 p.m. with Drayton Hoda, which is going to be a great session. So I just want to encourage everybody to download the first look on unfranchise.com. It's in your support materials. Just search first look and you'll see it come up. Great tool to have a conversation, a casual, comfortable conversation. And for those people who are interested, which the vast majority are after going through it, it's very easy to schedule a follow-up appointment and show the 5 steps, of the management performance compensation plan. And of course, this fall, of course, is jam-packed with very valuable events from regional conventions, district seminars, the leadership schools in the Asia Pacific countries, but of course, the product symposium. But preceding the product symposium on October 18th in Tampa will be the Nutrimetrics annual convention. And Dr. D, nobody can speak to this better than you can. If you don't mind giving some insight as to what to expect at this event.
Yeah, this is great. This is one of the places where anyone can come, whether they are a physician prospective account, they are a Nutrimetrics consultant, or you are a UFO, or you believe that your customers want to hear the conversation that other integrative practitioners are having. So that's exactly what we do. Once a year, we open up the conversation with our clinical faculty, and they share with you where the industry is going, what they see as on the horizon for lifestyle health span, and everyone is welcome to attend this because you get to hear, why do physicians choose our brand?
So Dr. D, it's a one-day event. It can be attended in person or online. And of course, you saw the QR code, you can scan them and secure your spot. Then the product symposium, which will be held October 19th and 20th. This is for what, 20 years now? This is the 20th.
Yeah, this is our 25th, actually.
25th.
This is our 25th annual product symposium. Everyone looks forward to the product symposium because this is where you get to hear about the formulations and why they were created. You get to see the customer journey as products are paired together, and you get to see how they work together. You leave product symposium not just knowing more about the products, you end up leaving very honestly with some new favorites that you didn't know you were going to have. But you really get a look at how you can create a regimen for an individual and truly personalize their supplement solution. Again, and that's something that we do incredibly well. We are agents of health for other people, and the product symposium will teach you how to do that. It's very workshop and knowledge driven.
And there's still some tickets available. Wow.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
a little
Now, the
surprised.
thing I do want to pop in here is that in person is going to be just, what do we say? What do the kids say today? Off the chain? I don't know. I'm too old to know what the kids say today. But, we have so many perks and opportunities for people that are attending in person, as you noted. Andrew, it is available for online ticket, and you will get a 10-day replay with both in-person and online purchase of tickets. But there are VIP lectures available to people attending in person. There are morning yoga classes, exercise classes, a party that we have on Saturday night. And then there's going to be personal accountability with myself and some of our clinical faculty for individuals that are holding that VIP ticket for in person. Certain winners are going to get swag bags at the event. So I'd love to see you in person. I will tell you, I've never met someone truly successful in this business that did not show up for their in-person trainings.
Wow, it's going to be great. I didn't realize there was that much going on at the product
Oh,
symposium.
I am bringing it.
That's awesome.
Bringing it.
And D, I think it's worth saying again, for those people worried about the Tampa area with all the hurricanes and everything else,
Sure.
So obviously hotels, everything is okay with the hotel. It's far away enough from the actual damage around those areas.
That's correct.
Very good.
So again, team, there's nothing like attending in person, just like at Icon, just like at Leadership School, and you get to see Dr. D in person. She's got a lot of things lined up. She just give you a little glimpse there of what she's got lined up, but it's always a lot of fun with Dr. D, Brandy, and the team. So thanks for doing that, D.
And a whole panel of experts and doctors,
Yeah. Yeah.
practitioners who
We have
teach.
some of our top practitioners that are part of our clinical faculty are gonna share their insights with you.
Awesome.
Fabulous. What else you got, Andrew?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the fall is jam-packed full of very valuable events. We work from event to event. I just want to encourage everybody to take advantage. Even if you don't live in a city where an event's taking place, consider cross-pollinating and asking people, who do you know in these areas, and leverage these events. The Canadian Regional, October 26th to 27th in Markham, which is basically in the Toronto area. The Southeast Regional, November 1st to the 3rd, back in Tampa, is going to be awesome. The Northern District in Wisconsin on November 2nd, and the Northeast Regional, November 8th through the 10th in Massachusetts. These are awesome, very valuable events, and just want to encourage you all to take advantage. It's an opportunity to grow your business and to work smart, and to work smart.
When I joined, in my first week, I was lucky enough to go, and I snuck into the Northeast after getting through their very tight security, but I managed to sneak in there. Just phenomenal. Just the actual, anecdotes, the stories, the training, the education. I mean, I learned so much in like a day and a half that I was there. Just incredible. Got to hear from Elizabeth Webb-Wallacer, Bonnie, everyone just stood up there and just shared their stories and experience. And obviously, the event itself was incredible. And I think we've got lined up here just some quotes from people, Andrew, to say I think I've heard that the regional events in the district are some of the best events this company ever does outside of the big events icon on Leadership School. So, team, if you can get there, again, the most successful leaders always show up at these events. So please encourage your team to get there.
It's almost like bringing the icon to your local area, if you will. You know what I mean? In a little shorter period of time, and just a great events. Kevin Buckman is going to be at several of them. I know, Steve, I think you're going to the one in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a great event. But yeah, you can read faster than I can talk, but you can see some of the sentiments, the comments that people have made. Of those who attended. I know many of you who are listening right now and watching, you've attended these events and you know the value of them. So just want to encourage you to act. There's enough time in order to get more people to the events between now and these events that when they occur. So just act and have conversations, make new friends, develop new relationships, and enjoy the process. And you'll have people that are going to want to attend. But be targeted, be focused, and ask people who they know in these cities. Because you never know, only one, listen, one person can lead to an entire organization. One customer can lead to an entire organization. So don't underestimate the value of these events and the value of creating a new customer.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, in doing so, going through this process, being consistent at performing the result-producing activities, following the tasks and activities in the Getting Started Guide, implementing the fundamentals is very simple, and you'll be on your way toward achieving the Chairman's Challenge. And I think it's very simple this year, 5, 5, and 5. 5 take us to Leadership School, 5 new personally sponsored partners, new UnFranchise owners, and 5,000 BV created. It's really not that much. Many people are already close to achieving it, even only a few weeks after Icon. Just want to encourage you to have some fun, partner up with somebody, be accountable to someone and a team, and enjoy the process. And look forward to seeing you aboard Utopia 4 for a very special recognition and time together, to
Fabulous.
recognize your achievement and to enjoy your success.
Yeah, fabulous. So we'll put the video on the socials, Andrew. I won't play it on here because obviously it's a few minutes. We'll just move on to the social team. But team, like Andrew said there, you get to go on Utopia 4. Just an absolutely incredible experience. For those of you who are lucky enough to go at Leadership School, we recognize Chairman's Challenge achievers and, of course, the Core 3 Health achievers. Just an incredible event. So if you want to be on the yacht in Miami, cruising around Miami on the Saturday night as part of Leadership School, and it's an incredible experience. So here's what you need to do: the 5, 5, and 5, and go for it, team. And hopefully we'll see you there. So I'm just going to skip the video for a second, Andrew.
Sure.
We'll move on to, of course, here we go,
Leadership
Miami.
School. Oh yes, well, of course. Well, I'm assuming that everybody that's tuned in here already has their 3 tickets to Leadership School. It's going to be phenomenal toward the end of February 27th to March 1st. in Miami. Of course, a great time to be in Miami. The agenda will be extremely valuable at the Knight Center right there in downtown Miami. It's going to be phenomenal. Just want to encourage you to get your tickets, get your 3, because between now and then you're going to at least need 2 for the 2 new people that are going to be coming with you.
It's going to be incredible. And the timing of this team, just think about that. The book would have just been launched in February. All kinds of magic that's going to be unveiled for this company for Market America. So if you want to be there, let's make sure we see you all there, and we'll celebrate, recognize, and have fun with each and every one of you. And not only that, Andrew, worldwide, of course, we have the incredible, Mark and Lauren doing their worldwide tour coming straight up.
Yeah, we're a global community of entrepreneurs, and we're so fortunate to have such great teams in our Asia Pacific markets. And these events are already sold out. I know Indonesia is just about to be sold out. We're fortunate enough to have Mark Ashley, our president and chief operating officer, attending each one of these. He's on a plane starting tomorrow morning, going off to Hong Kong. This weekend is the Hong Kong event. And Lauren's going to be joining him in Malaysia as well as in Taiwan. And these events, the agendas are jam-packed full of valuable insight, teaching, training, coaching, guidance, tips, techniques that can enable you to grow your business if you're there to learn, and then of course to have fun and implement it afterwards. Excellent. So I just want to encourage you to take advantage of these events coming up. It's a jam-packed fall, isn't it? These months coming forward as we finish the year very strongly. As unfranchised owners, as a community, and then finish the year strong and start to 2025 with a bang for sure.
Exactly. And one more coming up here, Andrew.
Yeah,
just announced a few weeks ago.
Oh, and yes, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. The Southeast Asia
convention for the first time.
And thank you, Andrew. You can help me out here for the first time ever. Having Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore come together, but everybody in the Southeast region, of course, the Southeast Asia region, has access to this event. We are going to have a 3-ticket promotion. It's going on now, but AC, you can talk to this. I don't mean to take your time, but take advantage of it. Go ahead, AC.
Yeah, absolutely. As wonderful as the events in North America are, there are no shortage of events here in Asia Pacific. So with all this happening, with Lauren and Mark coming over, we have the leadership schools, as you guys mentioned, but there's something that we didn't mention yet about the events, which is really special. I've been able to build. We've all been able to build lifelong friendships and relationships through this, attending these events with our teams in a sense of traveling to the events. So there's something to be said about taking time away from our daily routine, going someplace with a group of people with similar goals and similar interests that want to support each other. Just build such a strong bond. So that the Southeast Asia Convention is an opportunity for many of our markets to take advantage of that. So if you're from Indonesia, if you're from Singapore, if you're from Taiwan, Hong Kong, Australia, the UK, or even in North America, come on over to the Southeast Asia Convention. This will be in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I know it says Selangor on the ticket. That's about a 30-minute drive out of Kuala Lumpur. So don't worry, it's not in it's not by the wayside somewhere. So it's a great spot. And another great thing is we get to network with people from other markets and other countries. So if let's say we're planning to build in Indonesia, hey, come on over to the Southeast Asia Convention and meet some people that are in Indonesia. It'd be great to connect your team, your future team, with these people, the people that are already building it. So yes, like you said, Andrew, the tickets. There is a promo. We get a product bundle. It varies according to each market. So just go on to unfranchise.com, look for that big banner on the homepage, and you'll be able to take advantage of the product bundles that come with the 3-ticket promotion. This is
Andrew, it's just worth noting on that product bundles, they won't be there forever, team. They'll come down at some date. So again, take advantage of that product bundle before you miss it, because it will be coming down pretty soon. So again, make sure you take advantage. And of course, Andrew, this will be a big kind of selling proposition at all the events coming up as well, of course.
Yes. Very good. Is that it for me?
Yeah, you're good. Thank you so much, both Andrews.
Thank you for that. So I'd like to, by the way, I'm gonna try my new shaving regimen tomorrow morning. Add the Lumiere de Vie to the Pentaxo plus the Skin Intelligence as the shave cream. But I'm gonna turn it over now to none other than Steve Ashley and Jason Pellin do a phenomenal job in our technology world and helping us to utilize social media and the resources and the technologies that we have access to further grow our business and to attract new customers and new prospects. So take it away, Steve and Jason.
So just like Steve and Jason mentioned earlier, obviously my thoughts and prayers with everybody affected by the hurricane. My first meeting today with the social media team, I had learned that one of my social media team members, who many of you have seen, her face on the social media, lost her house. As part of the hurricane. So it's something that obviously affected me this morning, with one of my people, being greatly affected by the hurricane as well. So thoughts and prayers to everybody. One of the things about this, about what we do with these products is that I love how Dr. D and Steve, really make it to where they're bite-sized pieces with these products. And it makes you think about, like at sometimes why you're not taking the product. Because it's like some of the tidbits, I see it in meetings that you guys don't see it, where Dr. D will come up with their 3-sentence explanation on something, and then Steve is like, can I just get one thing that just hits a home run? And then I come in and I say, listen, I just want to sell the product. What's going to make me sell the product? And so what we're doing is that we're always building fresh new content. And as you can see with a lot of these great images as we go through, it's all about enhancing the quality of the content that we're sending out to our customers, to our target audience, etc. But the great one about these products is that people are talking about them all over the socials. If we move a couple ahead here, as you can see, beautiful, Heart Health one with great reviews, talking about the product line. But the great thing is that people are talking about these on social media. And so if you just put in, if we go to the next slide here, the hashtag magnesium, you go search for magnesium on Instagram right now, there's 893,000 posts just with the hashtag magnesium. And you can see all these different variations. Now, why is this important? Well, first, it means that when I create content for magnesium, I want to be using some of these hashtags, because if I'm putting some of these hashtags at the end of my post, guess what? They're going to be picked up now within these 893,000, these 70,000, etc. But now if I go search for magnesium, what happens? I see people who are talking about magnesium. I can engage with the great content that they're showcasing. And I can either, just like Lauren talked about with magnet marketing, I can like the post. I can compliment the people, the people who did it, so that I can then engage in a relationship or a connection with that individual. And then same thing with the forums on Facebook. When I go on and I type in magnesium benefits, I get a laundry list of great groups that I can join that are very active, some more than others. But what I always do when I look for groups on Facebook is I search sometimes magnesium, but usually I try to break it down, because I'm trying to find more granular things, because everybody is searching for magnesium and wants to go into a group and then wants to spam the living daylights out of all the members. But when you start breaking it down into the benefits, sleep, when you talk about the different things and you add in more words to your keywords into what you search for, you're going to get better results and more refined results from it. And then again, same thing, omega-3s, 2.4 million posts just this year on omega-3s. Everybody's talking about these products, and guess what? We offer with Market America the best of the best when it comes to these products. And these are products that need to be shared, showcased, and reviewed by the people who are using it, because that's what sells. But and one thing I've noticed is that you guys have been doing such a great job when it comes to the content that you guys have been creating, on your social media. But there are still some people out there who haven't been doing it. Now, some of it may be they just don't know how to do it. It's a little too new for them. Other people may be afraid to do it. Because back in the day, we used to all worry about failing. Like failing had a direct, repercussion. If you lost your job, you were unemployed, you had to tell everybody in your family, you had to make things. Well, now FAIL has actually become an acronym. FAIL has become, first attempt in learning, because it's just a matter of people who now have taken what they learned from that fail, and they're now going to apply it into a new experience. But now what's happened is that people have become embarrassed. They get embarrassed over when they post something and they get 0 likes, or they worry about what other people are going to think about their post, and all of that. So they don't do anything. Well, the thing about embarrassment, the thing about, that whole thought concept that you have with your embarrassment is that most people don't care. Because if you're providing them great value, they're going to stop the scroll for you. If you're not providing them content, they're just going to go right past it. So all this concern and all this anxiety you have built up for just posting, just go out there and post. Because what you're going to realize is if you got 0 comments today, tomorrow you're going to do it again, you're going to get 3 comments. It's all about building up, and it's a process. And that's why I love this little short that, Steve, if you could play for us.
But if you do that, they will think you're weird. Who are they? My friends? They know I'm weird. My family? They knew it before my friends did. Random people I don't know or like? Okay. Okay.
We get all caught up in all the people that we're so worried about. Just go out there and do something, make it about progress, because the same people who say, stop promoting your product, the same people who say, I don't have $40 to spend on a vitamin for my health, are the same people who are influenced to buy 3 of these and spend $140 on Stanley Cups. And they got every single color of it. And I know it because my daughter's been influenced by it. And I have more and more of these Stanley Cups laying around. So, so they found a way to find $135 to go buy 3 thermals, but they don't have $40 to create health for the rest of their life. So you just have to wonder sometimes if you're fishing with the wrong bait. Are you not creating the value that each one of our products has to offer? And the more you're going to do, the way you create value is you have to get a little creative. And that's what I'm going to love about some of these things we're about to show you, because the bottom line is facts tell, but stories sell. And so people love hearing facts about product. They love hearing Dr. D talk about how great the product is, how easy it is to use, and all of that. But guess what they're sold on? The fact that someone lost 25 pounds off one of our products. The fact that someone is now able to sleep better at night and get 6-7 hours of peaceful sleep because they're taking magnesium. That's what sells. And our UFOs have become great content creators for it. They become great influencers. This first one you're about to see is an under 18 unfranchised owner in Jason Pellin's organization. Look at the great content he just created. And then now let's go on to another one. She didn't have her vitamins today. She ran out of her vitamins, so she had to go pick some up. Let's show this one.
Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Got to have your vitamins every morning. And now, Andrew, I'm surprised you didn't make some snarky comments saying, why didn't she put the cup in the cup holder? Why did she have to hold it the entire time she was driving? But listen, we got to have a little fun with this. And then this is the last one I'm going to show tonight.
Real life
Here's
stories,
another one.
Steve.
I can promise you right now that if I was dealing with the same acne or same issues when it came to my faith, and I just saw her after, I'm DMing this person and saying, what was that regimen you just showed me? Because you just piqued my interest just enough. Now, listen, these were some great content. This is just some of the great content that our UFOs are doing on an ongoing basis. The bottom line is, if this is too much for you, guess what? All I want you to do is simply share your testimonial with a picture, or I want you just to simply get behind the camera and talk about it as if it's your family, about how you would do it if I was sharing my weight loss journey with Jason or Steve or anything like that. Just do it behind a camera, do it on a post, and it's so simple and easy. Now, I also get to talk about something, our shop.com deals day. Now, our shop.com's deal day just ended in Taiwan. It was an amazing event. We saw tons of new customers, tons of new activity hit the shop.com site in Taiwan. And then tomorrow is the official launch of the shop.com 3 days of deals. So tomorrow through Thursday on the usshop.com site, you're going to have a handful of our Market America products that are going to go on sale. You're going to have our usual MasterCard and click to pay, promotion where you can get 20% off, anything off the site, whether you're an franchise owner or your customer. So it's a great time to get your customers onto your site so that they can use their MasterCard, they can check out through click to pay, and they can get 20% off Market America branded products. And then also we've got our extra cash back offers. We've got 30 plus stores that we've partnered with that are giving us increased IBV and increased cash back. But we've also worked with some one cards that have things like yoga pants, that have, Asian, foods and treats, and what they've done is that it's anything from 12% to 24% instant IBV and cash back, from these one card partners. So we got huge, IBV, huge cash back through this shop.com deals day. Again, the US version starts tomorrow, runs 3 days, so don't miss out.
Fabulous. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, and adding on top of that, in the chat, people are asking, where can you find this content? Well, you're going to follow all of our channels. Our social channels are going to have all of these assets pushed out, but you also are going to have them inside your UnFranchise marketing app. So you want to make sure that you're loaded into that app, you're checking out the new content, and you're sharing that as well. We're putting all of these tools right in your fingertips for your success. And another new tool that is kind of a re-release is our UnFranchise blog. So right from unfranchise.com, you can access the blog, or you can go directly by going to blog.unfranchise.com. And the most powerful piece of this, Steve, is that we are taking the unfranchised news and creating an archive. For years, I've been hearing from unfranchised owners, I just can't find that email or that e-news, or where was that great article from Andrew Weissman, or I want to learn more from what Dr. D had in that email, and you're searching your email trying to find that great article. Well, now we have all of those unfranchised news articles right at your blog.unfranchise.com, and you can get there right from your unfranchise.com. So I'm super excited about that as well.
Fabulous. And that's live right now, Jason, yeah?
It is live right now.
Fantastic. So everything you need to know their team is always in your blog. And as we just bring this home, a couple more announcements before we go, a couple more minutes for you. So November 13th, look out for this. We felt we had a bit of a gap in recognition because most of our recognition is done typically on major events. So at Leadership School and Icon. But of course, we know that many of you are achieving great things, going up new levels. as an unfranchised business owner, and we want to recognize each and every one of you worldwide. So look out for this. More information to come. November 13th, we're going to celebrate anyone who's had a recent achievement, and we want to see all of you. And like we want to say is that our company sees you, want to recognize you. We wouldn't be here without you. So it's all about you. So please mark your calendars. More information to come. And again, of course, the next global Zoom will be on November 4th. 9 p.m. EST, November 4th. Again, mark your calendars for that. You will see the Zoom invite come out again. But again, these are the types of things we don't want you to miss, because this is where you get to see all of the latest and greatest information about the company. So wanted to say a big thank you here to the team. We know Mark and Lauren couldn't be with us this evening, but I think you can find here that Steve, Jason, both Andrews and Dr. D did an incredible job. And thank you as always for all of the chat that came through as always. We love watching the chat and answering the questions as we come through. Team, Jason, anything we missed in the chat? Anything that came through that we want to touch upon?
No, I just love how excited everyone is. We've got some incredible events. Plug into the product symposium. I see people loving everything that Dr. D is sharing. She has some incredible events coming up to share information with your customers. I mean, it's just, every month it's better and better and better.
And thank you, Steve Boston, for continuing to lead the way and organize this, keep us all in check, and keeping this really focused.
You're welcome.
And
Team
targeted.
effort, sir. Team effort.
Thank you.
But this is
Great
all
job.
for our unfranchised owners. So, team, enjoy. We look forward to celebrating your success in the month of October. Again, last few hours to really push for the last few sales there as we get through September. But thanks as always, team, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.
Night, everyone.